What's up, guys? It's Hot Wheels Tournaments, and it is time for another Hot Wheels Supercar Tournament. Today we have 32 cars, and this will be the new format. In the past, we've done 16-car tournaments, but from here on out, it will be 32-car tournaments. We've got some classic supercars. We've got some convertibles. We've got some prototype supercars. We got four-door supercars, police cars, Fast and Furious supercars, or what should I say here, kind of souped up supercars. These are supercars that aren't necessarily stock. They're improved upon from their base format, so yeah. And then we've got GT supercars. So we got 32 cars ready to take on an epic track. Let's see who will win and face our king of the hill, the Ford GTX. Our first matchup features a couple of convertibles from the convertible group. We've got a former King of the Hill and champion in the Tesla Roadster. It's making its second ever appearance here tonight. Its opponent will be the Barbie 2014 Corvette Stingray. A 2015 Corvette Stingray has won the championship before, so we got two very fast cars looking to face off. Tesla versus Chevy to start it all off. The Tesla's on the inside lane. The Barbie Corvette's on the outside lane. Who will win? We find out in 3, 2, 1. The Corvette shocks the Tesla. Next up in the convertible group, we got some European cars. We have the legendary Porsche 918 Spider, part of the Holy Trinity. This is a retooling, so while this car has run before, this is a retooling of the casting by Hot Wheels, and this version of this car has never competed, so let's see how it does. Taking it on is the Aston Martin DBS Volante. Two gray convertibles going at it. We got the Porsche 918 and the Aston Martin DBS. On your marks, get set, go! DBS is quicker. Next up, we got the concept cars bracket. Our first matchup features the Cadillac El Mirage taking on the current King of the Hill's brother, I guess you could say, in the Ford GTX. The faster than ever Ford GTX is your current king. We now have a second version, the second GTX to ever run, ready to take on the tracks and challenge for that King of the Hill position. GTX on the inside, Cadillac on the outside. We're off in 3, 2, 1. The GTX is moving. Our next concept car matchup takes place is between two tuned cars. These are cartoon versions of common cars. So we have the Corvette C6 taking on the Lamborghini Countach, both in blue. Corvette's on the inside, Countach is on the outside. We're off in 3, 2, 1. Corvette wins. We now have classic supercars battling it out. First up, we have the legendary 1971 Porsche 911 taking on maybe the even more infamous Lamborghini Countach that changed the supercar game. 911 is on the outside, Countach is on the inside. We're off in 3, 2, 1. Well then, we'll try switching lanes for the Lamborghini. 3, 2, 1. Porsche wins, Lamborghini can't finish the course. Next up, we have some classic British cars. From Jaguar, we have the E-Type rocking an absolutely incredible Zamac paint scheme. Taking it on is one of the James Bond cars, the Lotus Esprit S1. Jaguar vs. Lotus in 3, 2, 1. The Jag comes back! Now we have the four-door supercars going at it. First up, we got a couple of German beasts. They may not look super fast, but trust me, with the help of German engineering, these cars are very quick. We have the Audi RS6 Avant rocking a brilliant red, taking on the Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe. Audi on the inside, Mercedes-Benz on the outside. Which one will win this German car battle? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my god! That Audi was screaming down the track. Now we have some SUVs, some supercar SUVs going at it. From Tesla, we have the Model X, which is the quickest SUV in the world. Taking it on is one of the best performing SUVs in the world, the Lamborghini Urus. Lamborghini on the outside, Tesla on the inside. Red versus white in 3, 2, 1, go! Tesla wins. Now we move to police cars. We got a couple of German cars going at it. We got the Porsche Panamera taking on the BMW M5 in some beautiful police liveries. Let's see which German car is moving on. Porsche on the outside, BMW on the inside. On your marks, get set, go. Porsche wins. BMW fails. Now we've got some police cars. For the first time ever in Supercars history, we have a Dubai police car ready to run on the track. We got the Lamborghini Aventador from Tomica running in the Dubai police scheme. We've seen the Aventador before. We've never seen it as a police car, and we've never seen it from Tomica. So let's see how it does. Taking it on is a seasoned competitor, the 2014 Corvette Stingray, making its third appearance. Aventador versus Corvette in 3, 2, 1, go. The Aventador runs away with it. Now we have the Fast and Furious race. First up, we got the Lamborghini Murcielago from Fast 8. Taking it on is the Nissan Skyline R34. So we got Italian horsepower taking on Japanese finesse. Murcielago versus Nissan Skyline in 3, 2, 1, go. Re-race. Apparently, Paul Walker was driving the Skyline. Too soon? Too soon, John?
Yes.
Yeah, too soon. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. We switch lanes. We re-race in 3, 2, 1, go. Nissan wins. Next up in the Fast and Furious bracket, we got some Fast 5 cars. We got the Ford GT40 taking on the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup. GT's outside, Porsche's inside. We're off and straighten that car out. 3, 2, 1, go. Ford GT's a former champion, but the 911 says no way, Jose. Next up, we got some Tomica supercars going at it. We got the Lamborghini Huracan Performante in a beautiful matte orange, taking on the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT. This isn't the GTR, it's the GT. You can tell because it's got that cool spoiler on the end. But the thing I really like about this car, it's got opening doors. That's pretty sick. Anyways, let's get to the race. Performante versus AMG GT. GT's on the outside, Performante's on the inside. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god! That thing moves. The GT wins it. Oh my... Next up, we got the Mazda Miata taking on the Dodge Viper in gold. Viper versus Miata in 3, 2, 1, go. Miata wins. Next up, we've got some straight race cars ready to take the track. We've got the Golf Scheme Porsche 917 LM taking on the Ferrari F12M. Both cars making their first appearance. I'm very excited to see how these things run on the track. Porsche's on the inside, Ferrari's on the outside. We get to racing in 3, 2, 1, go! Ferrari moved faster than the Porsche. Final first round matchup features the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3 taking on the Cadillac ATS-V. This is becoming an iconic first round rivalry. We've seen it once already. Here we go for our second round one matchup between these two cars. The Mercedes-Benz is on the inside, the Cadillac's on the outside. Let's get racing in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my goodness, that Mercedes can move. A lot of cars are flying down this track tonight. Oh my goodness. The second round for Hot Wheels Supercars is set. We got 16 cars ready to battle for the final 8 spots and earn themselves a chance to compete in the quarterfinals. Round 2 starts off with a convertibles matchup. We have the Aston Martin DBS Volante taking on the Barbie Corvette, the 2014 Corvette Stingray to be exact. DBS on the outside, Corvette on the inside. 3, 2, 1, go! The DBS! Oh! I think we have to call that a wreck. Oh! The DBS came off the track and it got back on. However, under Supercar rules, anytime a car's wheels leave the track, the area in between the two sides, it's considered a crash. Any crash means a re-race with a lane switch. So the Corvette started off in the lead. The DBS brought it back and was winning before it wrecked. So we're going to re-race in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, come on now. Oh. We go back to the beginning lanes for the third try. On your marks, get set, go. The DBS brings it back, and this time stays the course to win the race. Yes. And now we have some prototypes going at it, and we got an epic Ford versus Chevy rivalry to go along with this matchup. We have the current King of the Hill. We have its counterpart in another Ford GTX. The only difference, this car does not have faster than ever wheels. It's taking on the Chevy C6 tuned. It's based off a cartoon version of the Corvette C6. Chevy on the inside, Ford on the outside. We're off in 3, 2, 1, go! And the Chevy pulls off the unbelievable upset. The light says Ford, but I definitely think the Chevy won. Upon review, the Corvette is the winner and pulls off a massive upset over the GTX. Now we've got some vintage, some classic supercars going at it. We got the Jaguar E-Type taking on the Porsche 911. Jags on the inside, Porsche's on the outside. We're off in 3, 2, 1, go! Jag with early lead. Here comes the 911, running away with it. Here comes the 911. Away with it. Now we've got some four-doors battling it out. We got the quickest SUV in the Tesla Model X. For all of those that say it's not a supercar, just remember, this car goes 0 to 60 faster than most Lamborghinis and Ferraris do. It does it in under 3 seconds. Taking it on is the Audi RS6 Avant. Tesla versus Audi. Audi on the inside, Tesla on the outside. Red versus white in 3, 2, 1, go! The Audi outruns the Tesla, and it is looking fast tonight. Outruns. Now we've got some police cars. It's time to see who the best cop really is. Who's going to run down those Ferraris going 200 on the highway? I don't actually think you can go 200 on most highways. You'd probably wreck. It's probably not straight enough. I don't recommend it. I don't think most of you have Ferraris, though, so should it be a problem? We got the Porsche Panamera from Germany taking on the Italian Lamborghini Aventador, rocking the Dubai police scheme. Porsche Panamera versus Lamborghini Aventador. 1, 2, 3, go! Aventador wins. Of course, if we have a cop advancing to the next round, to the quarterfinals, we have to have a car for them to chase down. That's where our Fast and the Furious category comes in. We got the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup taking on the Nissan Skyline R34. Porsche on the inside, Skyline on the outside. We're off in 3, 2, 1, go. Porsche with the early jump. Skyline doesn't have enough speed. Next, we have two cars that are improvements over their supercar counterparts. Both these cars started off as stock supercars or sports cars that were very good, but they've had slight modifications made to make them even faster, even better, but they aren't quite race cars yet. They're that weird in-between, between supercars and race cars. On your left, you have the Mercedes-Benz the Mercedes AMG GTR. Taking it on is the Mazda Miata MX-5 race car. Mercedes on the inside, Mazda on the outside. Germany versus Japan. On your marks, get set, go! Mercedes wins. It's time for our final matchup of the second round. We have the Ferrari 512N taking on the Mercedes AMG GT3. Mercedes on the inside, Ferrari on the outside. On your marks, get set, go! Mercedes wins. The third round is set and ready to go. We got 8 cars in the quarterfinals ready to battle it out to be one of the final 4. Coming out of the convertible bracket is the Aston Martin DBS Volante from Matchbox. Taking it on from the prototype bracket is the Corvette C6 Tuned. Volante versus Corvette. Britain versus America. In 3, 2, 1, go. Volante with the early lead. The C6 brings it back. That's too close to call. We're going to replay. Brings it back. An incredible race between two very fast cars. It's rare you see multiple changes or multiple lead changes in a Hot Wheels race, but that's exactly what happened. The Aston Martin took the early lead. The Chevy C6 powered back to take it over, but then the Aston Martin in the final feet of track managed to take the lead back and win the race, resulting in 3 lead changes, which is absolutely insane. So the DBS is headed to the semis. It's time for some German cars to battle it out. German engineering has dominated this tournament. 5 out of the 8 cars in the final 8 are German manufactured cars. We have 2 from Porsche, the first of which is the 1971 Porsche 911 coming out of the classic car category. It'll be taking on the Audi RS6 Avant, which won the 4-door supercar category. Will it be a classic in the 911, or will it be this swagger wagon, a wagon, actually? Well, I don't know what I'm saying now. It's just kind of rambling. The Audi RS6 Avant. Audi on the inside, Porsche on the outside. Which German manufacturer will win? We find out. On your marks, get set, go! Audi with the early lead. Porsche is no match for it. Audi heads to the round of 4. No match for it. On the right, you see the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup, which won the Fast and Furious bracket. 4 Fast and Furious cars entered, 1 left. That sounds about right. 3 Fast and Furious cars just getting blown up, eliminated, out of nowhere. Anyways, if you're going to have a Fast and Furious car, they're obviously the criminals, or I don't know exactly what you call them, maybe bad guys, maybe good guys. Depends on which movie you're watching. Anyways, they got some very fast cars, and they like to run for them cops. So, of course, we have to have the best of the best when it comes to the police. Winning the police bracket, it was the Lamborghini Aventador. If you're going to chase down a Porsche, it's probably good to do with an Aventador. It's also in an iconic scheme in the Dubai police scheme in red. White and green. I'm red-green colorblind. Not really. I'm just making up things now. Let's get to the race. Aventador on the inside, Porsche on the outside. Fast and Furious versus police car. Who wins? We find out. On your marks, get set, go! Porsche with the early lead. Aventador can't keep up. Porsche runs away with it. The cops are not good enough today. The early lead. Aventador away with it. I think it's safe to say Mercedes-Benz may be onto something when it comes to the Mercedes AMG, at least in the die-cast car world, because in the round of 4, coming out of the not quite a race car, but better than a supercar bracket, we had the Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR. And coming out of the race car bracket, we had the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3. These cars are almost exactly the same with the exception one's designed for the street, while one is designed for the racetrack. So we'll see who wins. The GT3 is on the inside. The GTR is on the outside. We're off in 3, 2, 1, go. GT3 with the early lead. Here comes the GTR. What a race. So evenly matched, but the GTR pulls it out at the very end with just inches to spare to take the dub. Early lead here. What? The fourth round, the round of 4, the final 4, the semifinals are set. We have 4 cars ready to take each other on. German manufacturing continues to dominate with 3 different manufacturers with 3 different cars representing 4 of our finalists. Our first matchup is a unique matchup. We have the Aston Martin DBS Volante. Not a DBS, a Volante ready to take the course. We've seen a DBS go to the finals twice. We've seen one become King of the Hill, but those were Hot Wheels DBSs. They weren't convertibles, and they weren't made by Matchbox. This one is a Matchbox. Taking it on is the Audi RS6 Avant, which is making the most of its debut here. Audi, not a manufacturer we see a lot, but it's dominated this tournament so far. Audi on the inside, Aston Martin on the outside. Germany versus Britain in 1, 2, 3, go! Audi's too quick. Two more German cars are ready to take the track from the Fast and Furious bracket. We have the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup, rocking an awesome blue scheme. This appeared in Fast 5 at kind of a car meet deal. It was pretty cool. Really fun movie to watch. Recommend it. I'm not sponsored or anything. Just my personal recommendation. Anyways, taking it on is the Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR from Tomica. We've never seen a Tomica in the finals of a Hot Wheels Supercar tournament. That could change today.
No, Porsche.
Who do you predict to win?
I'm predicting the Porsche.
I got my money on the Mercedes. So here we go with the last Final 4 matchup. We have the Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR taking on the Porsche 911 GT3. John's betting on the Porsche. I'm betting on the Mercedes-Benz. I think I'm right. We'll find out in 3, 2, 1, go. Porsche with the early lead. Here comes Mercedes-Benz, and it will outrun the Porsche to the finish line. That's right.
That's quick.
That's right.
That's quick.
That's right. That's how it be sometimes. Here comes. Will out. The Audi RS6 Avant has shocked, I think, me personally, and I think a lot of other people too, by making it all the way to the finals. It's the first time we've ever seen an Audi in the finals. Also, it's the first time we've ever seen a Mercedes in the finals. The Mercedes AMG GTR has become the first Tomica and Mercedes-Benz to ever make it to the finals race. The winner will be the champion of this Supercar tournament and take on our King of the Hill for GTX. As per usual, first 1 to 3 wins is your champ. Comment down below who you think's going to take it. Is it the RS6 or the GTR? German engineering at its finest. The Mercedes will start on the inside, the Audi on the outside. I'm betting on the Mercedes. Who do you think, John?
Audi.
Audi? Wow, we're going to disagree just for the sake of it. On your marks, get set, go! Mercedes with their lead. Here comes the Audi. Mercedes pulls away in the final couple of feet. That's one thing I've noticed about that GTR. It's not the fastest off the line, but when it comes down to it, that thing is way faster at the end of the track than any other car. Here comes the Mercedes pulls. Mercedes switches to the outside. The Audi's now on the inside. Here we go with race 2. The Mercedes has a 1-0 lead. On your marks, get set, go. The Audi quicker off the line that time, and it holds on for the dub. Quicker off the line. We've switched lanes again. It's knotted up at 1. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, the Audi can't hang on. Mercedes with a 2-1 lead. Can't hang on. We switch lanes. Mercedes has 2 wins. Audi has 1 win. On your marks, get set, go. Audi now with the early lead. Mercedes cannot keep up. Early lead. Just cannot. It's knotted up at 2. We did a coin toss to decide who would get the inside lane and who would get the outside lane. John won the coin toss, and since he's rooting for the Audi, he selected the inside lane for that car, and the Mercedes has been pushed to the outside. So the Mercedes will have to pull off the upset to be our winner here today. The Audi is in great position to take it. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go! Audi takes the win and is your champion here today. It's not enough to become champion. As great as the Audi has been tonight, it's still got something else to prove. It has to take on the reigning king of the hill, Ford GTX with faster than ever wheels. For the last couple of tournaments, this thing has been the fastest car in the world. No car has come close to challenging it. I don't believe that'll be the case tonight. The Audi has looked extremely fast and taken down some extremely fast cars on its own. Let's see if it can challenge the greatest supercar competitor in history in the GTX, the car that took down the absolutely legendary Ford GT90. First to 3 wins earns the King of the Hill title. Will the Audi take it from the Ford GTX, or will it hold its position? The King of the Hill gets lane priority, so it will start on the inside. The Audi will have to win from the outside. On your marks, get set, go. Oh my God. Here comes the Audi, sneaking up on that GTX. It was about a foot's difference. I don't think we've seen a car be that close ever against this thing. Here comes sneaking up on that. We've switched lanes. The GTX now moves to the outside. If it wants to make a statement about how fast it is, this is its chance to win from the slower lane. On your marks, get set, go. Neck and neck off the start. Here comes the Audi. The GTX, though, is too fast. The Audi's got nothing for it. Start. Here comes GTX. We've switched lanes again. The GTX with a statement win. The Audi is going to have to do what is essentially the impossible now to keep this alive. On your marks, get set, go. GTX with the early lead. Audi, oh, it came on. That's a cheater. Audi, on. Due to the supercar rules, if there's a wreck, we switch lanes. The Audi now is the inside lane. This is its last chance to survive. On your marks, get set, go. Audi, nope, GTX gets it by a car length. No question, the Audi was fast. I thought it could compete against the GTX. That just wasn't the case. The GTX dominates and wins all 3 races to complete the sweep. Nope, GTX gets it. 32 cars later, 1 fast-looking Audi, and it's over. The GTX is too good. The Audi is gone. It is your King of the Hill. It continues to be your King of the Hill. I don't know if we'll ever find a car that beats this one, folks. I got probably 70 cars sitting in a bucket. We'll see you next time and see if any of those cars can be faster than this thing. So, that's all for now. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what car you want to see in Supercars next, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.